When a person experiences a transformation, they can't go back to being the same as they were before. It's a perspective shift that's irreversible. In short, a person whose mind is expanded and stretched by transformation can't revert back to their old beliefs. Vishen Lakini. Every human being in this world who had ever existed is unique from one another. Even the identical twins have unique retina and fingerprints. Similarly, no matter how similar a person's ideas and thinking might be, they both are two unique persons. In this episode of Mature Beings, we will discuss about the badass behind the Mind Valley and how he is transforming everything which he touches, including himself. Before that, if you are new here, then welcome to the tribe. For a lifetime growth, improvement and transformation topics, become a part of our tribe by subscribing the red eye-catchy subscribe button below the video. If you are done subscribing, then let's enter into the show. Diversity in perspective. Every human being is diverse, and that's the beauty of living a human life. Diversity itself defines a person. Well, everyone has an inner voice which is speaking the truth, yet most of us ignore it and choose the glitter sprinkling from the shaded and unsatisfied people who also never listen to their inner self. Basically, everyone has a dual nature, one outside and the other inside. The inside nature controls the outside behavior. This means if our inner mind is peaceful, then our behavior and actions will be calm and precise. This creates an overall sync of our inner self to form a mindful state. In his book, The Buddha and the Badass, Vishen took this to a whole new level in which he coined it as soul prints. The way he explained reflects the depth of his understanding. He described it as your soul print is represented by a unique set of values built into you. Values make every decision simple. When you uncover yours, you obtain a newfound resonance in your life that attracts more of what's in harmony with your real desires and repels what is not. To explain this in a simple words, Vishen is stating that unlike fingerprints, each individual has their own unique soul prints, which are diverse in all perspective. While fingerprints are formed before we are born, soul prints are created by our life experiences from our early childhood to adolescence. Everything we go through, the good, the bad, the worst, and the trauma, leaves an impression. This impression then becomes a set of foundational values that guide our decisions and behaviors, mostly on an unconscious level. Becoming aware of these foundational values is the first step to unlock the Buddha. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Carl Jung. Too many of us are running after what we think we want because we have been brainwashed to believe these are our needs. We take jobs that crush our souls or build businesses that have no resonance with our deepest longings. This is what it means to think like a Buddha. Instead of getting tied to the illusions of the world, which train you to want things and that truly don't matter, you must strip away the brainwashing. When you learn to listen to the voice that's authentically yours, you will understand what your soul is driven to do in this world. Everyone can be a Buddha by just following a few simple steps. 1. Think and live in your past memories from great to worst so that you will get an idea of why you are what you are now. 2. Describe everything in detail or at least go deep in your thoughts to know what happened at that particular situation and write it briefly. 3. Repeat that process from the past 5 years to till date. 4. Write the values that were seeded from that incident and what you took for granted. 5. Now review all your values, beliefs, and define what it truly means to you. Finally, you have the wisdom of your life experience as a third person. Congratulations, you are a Buddha now. This is not a one-time process. Take your own time, do it in your pace, and schedule it to know what you truly want. If you want to know in detail about this exercise, there is a link down in the description below. Vishen created this bonus video with Drima guiding you through this process. Now, finally, when you are done with this exercise, then you start to reflect what your inner self is saying. Let's take the example of Vishen's life. In 2010, Vishen started a digital coupon space. He had no interest in digital coupons, yet he co-founded that because he knew that space was booming. After $2 million funding, business took off. But in 6 months, he realized how miserable he was of making a no-value product. He gave up most of his shares to co-founders and quit. Stop imposing glittery nonsense ideas on yourself and start listening to what your inner self truly wants. That's when you achieve inner peace and have a huge advantage in your life. Now, it's time to become a badass. All humans have a natural craving for approval, but some people who are comfortable with who they are and how they are, their confidence is impossible to shake and they gain full control of their life. This is a badass quality. And the best part of this is it can be developed by any individual. If you have read Vishen's first book, The Code of the Extraordinary Mind, they might catch the point that Vishen was developing his idea about being a badass. He referred to it as being unfuckwithable. Unfuckwithable means when you're truly at peace and in touch with yourself, then no one can either bother you, no negativity can touch you. A true badass is unfuckwithable, but most of us are far from it. We get a negative performance review at job and we can't stop feeling inadequate. We see our siblings, peers and colleagues progressing faster than we do and we start feeling afraid of getting left in dust. These are all tiny blows that eat away our confidence over time. If your goal is to get a particular person to love you, chances are you are fuckwithable. Your failure or success lies within the hands of someone. But if your goal is to bring as much energy, love and enthusiasm as you can to the lives of the people around you, you are in control of the situation. And you are unfuckwithable. Any acceptance or love you get back from it is simply a bonus. Becoming a badass is quite simple if you have gone through the Buddha process. 1. The first step is to ditch all the need of approval. 2. You are already enough. Neither you lack anything nor you had to prove anyone. When you have this fucking unshakable mindset, your self-esteem will never be affected by an external factor. To attain this attitude, you just need to focus on the positive traits of life and make this a self-gratification habit. 3. The next step is to design a unique life for yourself. 4. We all open up our minds for others to get influenced and get a false idea about life. Vishen went on to explain that he pursued computer science by his grandfather's advice. After studying for 5 years straight, then he became a Microsoft employee. At one day, in Bill Gates' house, he was standing a few steps near to the legendary Bill Gates. He then realized badly that he hates his job. He went straight and quit his job, and the rest is history. Now, he is one of the most influential persons on planet. 5. Know your fundamental beliefs and ideas, which unfolds what you truly want. The best idea that truly satisfies you will always come from within you, not from outside. After you're done being a Buddha and a badass, now it's time to combine both qualities in a single entity. Buddha is someone who recognizes and uses the powers of the world within him, and the badass is a change maker who disrupts and challenges the norms so humanity can be a better species. To truly master your life, you need to integrate the skill sets of Buddha and the badass. You need to fully realize your values and you need to be just as relentless to executing the work that reflects your values. I would like to end this with one of my favorite quotes from this book. Grow so fast that your friends who haven't seen you in a month have to get to know you all over again. Chapter 5. The Buddha and the Badass. Believe me or not, Vishen has truly transformed himself from past few years. He is one of the few people who tests and adopts a set of insights to himself and then genuinely present it to the world. If you haven't subscribed yet, wait, what on earth are you doing till now? Allow your fingers to linger on that red shiny subscribe button and turn on the notification. If you found valuable insights in this video, then raise your finger and smash on that like icon. YouTube's algorithm will handle the rest of the process. Share it with your closed ones. We will meet you in another episode of Mature Beings. Until then, work hard.